Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading space. Hope you guys are doing well and in high spirits. Please watch this for your sun, moon, or rising, whatever you feel most called to. All right, so for our Sagittarius people here, sun, moon, or rising, this is timeless. Anytime you come across it and it resonates, it's for you. I just had a whole little zone out before your reading started about names, preferred names, names we call ourselves, you know, our quote-unquote real names, how the world does or doesn't respect those names. I don't know if it has anything to do with anybody, but I just hardcore zoned out on that before your reading. So very interesting. All right, Sagittarius, what's going on for you guys? Okay, things could feel a bit out of balance, a bit stagnated right now. You could feel like you're not getting the movement or the motion that you're looking for at the moment. Or just like the giving and receiving ratio is off, okay, in general. Or just things are out of balance. Maybe you feel like you're, you know, earning less than you're spending, or maybe earning more than you're, you know, able to spend. Or maybe it just feels like a relationship is out of balance, a living thing, a work-life balance, something like this, all right? You've got masculine fire energy showing up here, so this may very well be you, regardless of gender. This could be the side of you that is very leadership, very, you know, in a leader role. I'm getting like the energy of a manager or somebody who's like a boss at work or up there in a higher placement at work. Could also be you dealing with a masculine fire energy who's, you know, got anger issues. Or actually, I don't really see them having anger issues. I actually feel them being pretty rightfully upset here, or pretty like noble, pretty sincere, and pretty like they need to get things done. They actually are holding their composure very well here. Normally I would read the King of Wands as having a temper, and they may, but it's not explosive. I don't see that here. So this is actually somebody's frustrated about something, the way it's been here, and maybe they should be. The Tower energy going through a lot of big change. And more peace coming through here as well. Five of Wands in reverse, less restricted action, feeling some kind of greater peace or greater flow. Maybe this is giving somebody the space to actually be able to reflect on something they weren't able to before, and to even feel anything about it. I do feel like somebody here, whether this energy is you, this King of Wands, or somebody else, really wants to get something done here. It's like somebody's really ready to get something done, get something solved, get something taken care of. And that feels very positive. What else is going on for you guys? Some of you don't feel ready. I feel like there's this vibe of we have things that have been happening maybe for a long time from the past. Could also be, this could be family matters that have been laid to rest for a moment, but it's like there's things that have happened here or been ongoing that you're more interested, or somebody's more interested here in taking care of, than feeling this really strong motivation towards, you know, some kind of brand new investment or beginning or start. I feel like we're still dealing with this past energy and these things around this, and we're not feeling that total balance point yet that lets us gives us the green light and all of our inspirations, like, all right, now it's time to go. I don't feel like you've got that here. What's up with this Tower for Sagittarius? What is this about? Please and thank you. Some of you could go through like a small breakup, okay? You could have like started something kind of small or on the side, and then it kind of is over quickly. So I don't feel like it's a big deal, but it changes things up. For some of you, this Tower could be around bringing an idea to fruition here. Okay, it could also be an unexpected pregnancy. So watch out for that if you guys aren't wanting to get pregnant. Okay. Definitely just be safe, you know. The Tower could challenge your boundaries. It could challenge your trust. You could feel mistrusting or suspicious a bit here. Nothing crazy. See, this Nine of Wands is on its side, so it's not really a feeling that you're, you know, in that full place. But there could be a little triggers here. And the Tower is, I read the Tower, you know, differently. I don't always look at a Tower as like a big bad thing at all, actually. Sometimes a Tower is very good change that happens. It's just, it can be abrupt, you know. Like a Tower, for example, a good Tower could be like you've always wanted to move to Europe, and all of a sudden you get the opportunity to do it next month. And you're like, oh my gosh, here it is. You know, that's a Tower, right? So Tower doesn't always have to be the end of everything, you know. This Tower, though, I feel like it's like it's a small scale thing. It doesn't feel like a big scale thing, but it could affect like a relationship, or it could have to do like a short relationship or a short idea that you had, or a short concept here. I am seeing a lot of earth energy in reverse, okay? Could be distance between you and an earth sign here, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Could also have to do with work, job. Some of you could be not wanting to deal with a certain environment at work, okay? That could be just challenging you here. Could be like misogynistic, or it could be very like, could feel like money hungry in a bad way or something. There could be arguments, conflicts. It could feel very defeating, okay? Maybe you're happy to be out of some kind of conflict and don't want to have to go through it anymore elsewhere, you know? What's this Queen of Swords? Sorry. What's this Queen of Swords doing here? Queen of Swords, it's like she's taking out the emotional aspects of something, the decisive, that makes everything confusing on an emotional level, like the emotionally decisive energy or indecisive energy makes things feel blurry, and she's just doing what's logical. She's in her logical space. I very well feel the Queen of Swords could be you just putting that energy on where you're like, you know what, I'm going to use my logic to just move forwards with what makes sense, what's clear. I'm not going to dwell emotionally or wonder. I'm ready to make clear, concise decisions without anybody else, just in my mind, blah, blah, blah. That kind of vibe, that could be here a bit. This is the energy of marriage, contracts, roommates, deep commitments, union, moving over, you know, connecting over a distance, that kind of a vibe. So for some, you could be deciding to move forwards independently without that, or from that, or within that energy here. What is this Four of Wands for Sagittarius? Why is it here? You could have been building something, working on something for a while here. You know, some of you have a marriage partner, if you're not already married here, that you've been investing in a long time and don't even see them as that, all right? That won't be for everyone, though. But I see that there's something you've been building up a long time and don't even realize. Now, this could also be about contracts with your work, with what you're building, passion projects even. And again, it could be some kind of a lease even going on here. Why is this coming through for Sagittarius? Please and thank you. Okay, you just could be feeling like your intuition's not kicking in, or it's off about something. Or it's not totally on about something. Could have also be separated from a Pisces, Gemini, Cancer, or you could be feeling like the mystery is being revealed about something more and more these days. Any kind of lies or deception out the window, not dealing with that anymore. I think you want a clear picture, something steady, something that is just what you see is what you get. It's that kind of energy that we're looking for. Something's coming in very quickly here. I feel like that's connected to or to do with that Tower. Some of you could be declining an offer or a gift here, or you could be, I feel like you could be declining that, especially if it's coming from family. All right. I feel like the main takeaway from all of this is a lot to do with change. I do feel like whatever is having to be dealt with in the past here, you're going to deal with it. I do feel that change is going to, you know, help you move forwards, basically, and bring better things in that are more straightforwards. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others, kind of a fun, lighthearted vibe, especially compared to that Four of Wands right there. So you're being recommended for that if that feels comfortable for you, where that feels right for you to do, to mingle, basically. What else for Sagittarius? Please and thank you. Fifth chakra, throat chakra. That's all about communicating, communication, expressing your truth, sharing your voice, sharing your truth. And sixth chakra. A lot of focus on the chakras here. Both a bluish indigo energy. Very much about foresight, vision, and then throat chakra. You might be able to communicate some of your visions with journal, self, others. Okay, a lot of blue here. So there's a huge focus on your communication skills. Also perhaps clarifying what you need to clarify so that you're able to communicate about things clearly. This is very healing. It's very helpful for you. And actually, the Queen of Swords, she could have a bit to do with that communication. She could be finding her way forwards clearly, cutting through, you know, the BS to move forwards clearly by communicating, because Swords is a lot about communication in the mental. All right. And I feel like the characters are not who they normally appear to be in this reading. They're actually different. The King of Wands is different. Queen of Swords, she's different. These are different energies than usual. So for some of you, this could be also an air sign that you're dealing with, or it could be somebody you need to communicate with. This could be a fellow, or it could be a, you know, a feminine energy here, somebody that you are friends with or work with, or somebody around you, but there's things that need to be said. Your vision's clear here. Your sight is clear about the past specifically, okay? It's not unclear. It's not, you know, it's valid. It's there's nothing wrong with the way that you're seeing things. So just, if you need to know that, know that. I don't have a grand conclusion for you from this reading or some great, you know, thing to tell you. That would be the most to say. And I just will say, I hope that makes sense for you. I do see that it's okay as well to block family stuff out if it feels more peaceful for you to do that. You don't have such an obligation to them. Just know that, all right? You just don't. At some point, you just got to say F it and just move on for yourself here. All right, so that's what we have for you, Sagittarius. Please remember, you can always email us for personal reading inquiries. All the information is in the description box below, or just email frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com. Okay, we will never solicit you for readings, so watch out for that, because if people are doing that, that is not genuine. That's not true. That's false. All right, much love to you guys. Stay safe and be well.